be so cold as the winter wind when it breeze, yo. Just remember that you talking to me, though. You need to watch the way you talking to me, yo. I mean, after all the things that we've been through, I mean, after all the things we got into. Hey, yo, I know what some things that you ain't told me. Hey, yo, I did some things, but that's the old me. And now you wanna get me back and you gon' show me. So you walk around like you don't know me. You got a new friend, well, I got homies. But in the end, it's still so lonely. In the night, I hear him talk, the coldest story ever told. Somewhere far along this road, he lost his soul to a woman so heartless. How could you be so heartless? Oh, how could you be so heartless? How could you be so Dr. Evil? You're bringing out a side of me that I don't know. I decided we weren't gonna speak, so why we up 3 a.m. on the phone? Why don't she be so mad at me for? Homie, I don't know, she's hot and cold. I won't stop, won't mess my groove up, cause I already know how this thing go. You're gonna tell your friends that you're leaving me. They say that they don't see what you see in me. You wait a couple months, then you gon' see. You'll never find nobody better than me. I hear him talk, the coldest story ever told. Somewhere far along this road, he lost his soul to a woman so heartless. How could you be so heartless? Oh, how could you be so heartless? Talking, 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 talk. Baby, let's just knock it off. They don't know what we've been through. They don't know about me and you. So I got something new to see. And you just gon' keep hating me. And we just gon' be enemies. I know you can't believe I could just leave it wrong. And you can't make it right. I'm gon' take off tonight into the night. Hear him talk, the coldest story ever told. Somewhere far along this road, he lost his soul to a woman so heartless. How could you be so heartless? Oh, how could you be so heartless?
Think about it. There must be a higher love down in the heart or hidden in the stars above. Without it, life is a wasted time. Look inside your heart and I look inside mine. Things look so bad everywhere. In this whole world, what is fair? We walk the line and try to see, falling behind what could be. Oh, bring me a higher love. Bring me a higher love. Oh, bring me a higher love. Where's that higher love? I keep thinking of. Bring me higher love.
we're still young. Jumping off the porch like mom's not home. Tell me why the best things feel so wrong. Summer nights, love them how they take so long. Run with the feeling of being alive while we're jumping off the porch like mom's not home. Just a couple kids living on our own. Summer nights, love them how they take so long. Run with the feeling of being alive while we're still young.
Democracy. Yeah, I got more records in the KGB. So, no funny business. Are you already on? Some murder. Some of them I let go. Some murder. Some I let go. All I wanna do is take your money. All I wanna do is take your money. Take your money. All I wanna do is
money, I'll make you laugh. Hey, they hate and you can't miss what you never had. Hey, hey, off the juice, got me tripping. Cut the coupe, walker roof is missing. Ice, lemonade, my neck was dripping. Ice, lemonade, my neck was dripping. Why you wanna waste my time? I can tell you really hate your life, the same as mine. Can't relate, inside the frames, another day. I'm never late, the money calling, it needs space. Boss, suicide door, brand new bag. College girls giving in my raps. Rockstar life, so much money, I'll make you laugh. Hey, they hate and you can't miss what you never had. Hey, hey, off the juice, got me tripping. Cut the coupe, walker roof is missing. Ice, lemonade, my neck was dripping. Ice, lemonade, my neck was dripping. Yeah, this codeine got me tripping. Wish it was over, I've been rolling for a minute. I got the bra, she want the Minaj inside to play. 68 Charger, ducking the laws, I might do the raid. I like to ride in my new bag, and I got a new in my lap. Counting the blue strips with two. Yeah, yeah. Slide in the Lambo or slide in the Porsches. Check my garage, I got too many choices. Walk around, got a couple meals stuffed in my bag. Stripper, all in my road, shaking it. We just ran the tab up in Nobu. You say that you never got, I'ma show you. Boss, suicide door, brand new bag. College girls giving in my raps. Rockstar life, so much money, I'll make you laugh. Hey, they hate and you can't miss what you never had. Hey, hey, off the juice, got me tripping. Cut the coupe, walker roof is missing. Ice, lemonade, my neck was dripping. Ice, lemonade, my neck was dripping. as well as strong, and use my head alongside my heart. So tame my flesh and fix my eyes, a tethered mind freed from the lies. And I'll kneel down, wait for now. I'll kneel down, know my ground. Woo! Raise my hands, and my spirit go bow my head, feel my heart slow. 'Cause I will wait for you, and I will wait for you, and I will wait for you, and I will wait for you. I ain't trading my youth for no suit and jacket. I ain't giving my freedom for your money instead. So don't say I'm getting older, 'cause I say it when I do. 'Cause everybody I know is growing old too quickly, and I don't wanna go. No, how am I supposed to slow it down so I can figure out who I am? And I ain't trading my dreams for no 401k. And I ain't giving this fire for a cold, cold heart. So don't say I'm getting colder, 'cause I say it when I do. 'Cause everybody I know is growing old too quickly, and I don't wanna go. No, how am I supposed to slow it down so I can figure out who I am? Some of us surviving, some of us just roaming, some of us just hoping the world will move more slowly, and some of us alive, we're all gonna die one day. Yeah, some of us surviving, some of us just roaming, some of us just hoping the world will move more slowly, and some of us alive, we're all gonna die one day. Yeah, some of us surviving, some of us just roaming, some of us just hoping the world will move more slowly, and some of us alive, we're all gonna die one day. 'Cause everybody I know
Check, check. Hello, everybody. Just to give you a quick heads up, we are going to get started in just a few minutes. We're waiting on our final judge to show up, so he will be here. We've got a word from him. He'll be here in just a few minutes. So just kind of bear with us for a few more minutes. We will get started. Thank you guys for being adaptable and showing up and braving the weather. We have had to adjust some things. Yeah, let's give yourself a round of applause for being here and being so adaptable this evening. We are going to still put on a great show for everybody. Give us a few minutes and we'll get started. Thanks.
My life be like, yeah. My life be like, yeah. My life be like times like these that make me say, Lord, if you see me, please. Spinning in monsoon and grinning this high octane. Explosive how I came. Rolling down the hills cause life's a hassle. Not on my sleeve. I'm calling on the Savior to be all that I need. Please forgive me, my behavior had me lost at light speed. Times like these that make me say, Lord, if you see me, please come my way. Like leaving breadcrumbs.
everybody. Welcome to the 5 Across 2021 May edition. We are very excited to have you all here tonight. As I mentioned, we are going to be adaptable to the weather the best that we can. But just to give you a little bit of history behind what's happening here. So Awesome Inc. is one of the entities that helped start 5 Across. And 5 Across is just one of many ways
welcome, and
that
thank
we
you for
fulfill
flying
the
with
mission
Awesome
of
Air.
building
We are
the
glad that you have chosen to
entrepreneurial
fly
and
with
the
us
tech
this
community,
evening.
across
Please
the state of
buckle up.
Kentucky.
It's going to be
So
a
if you want to
wild
learn more
ride.
about some of the ways that we do that, we encourage you to check out our website,
During your 5 Across
awesominc.org.
flight,
If
our
you're
onboard
interested in
entertainment
learning more about any of the entrepreneurial programs or any of the technology enhancement programs that we have, just go to awesominc.org and check that out. But tonight we have a great program for you, and it wouldn't be possible without some of our sponsors. So I'm going to give a few shout outs to some of those sponsors real quick. First, though, our presenting sponsor is Windstream, Kinetic by Windstream, and I think we have Madison here, right? So Windstream is they're our title sponsor for the entire year. So if you see Madison or anybody else from Windstream, be sure to thank them for being our title sponsor this year. Our presenting sponsor is actually Rubicon Global, so let's give it up to Rubicon. I believe we have a few people from Rubicon that have tuned in on the live stream, so special thanks to Rubicon and that team. And I think, is Angelica here from the cabinet? Yes, Angelica right there. Let's give it up to Angelica and the Cabinet for Economic Development. So those are just a few of our sponsors. You'll hear more about our sponsors this evening, but we would not be able to do this without their generous support, so we are super thankful for that. We're also super thankful for you guys for being here tonight and making sure that you bring the energy and bring the fun to tonight's event. Before I give away too much, though, I'm going to hand it over to your MC for this evening. Please welcome Keith McMunn, everybody.
All right. Thank you, Brian. And thank you all for being here. I know you had to roll the dice a little bit to be here this evening, and we appreciate it. But what is entrepreneurship but a bunch of risk and just making do with whatever circumstances are handed to you? So please view tonight as the prime example of what it takes to be an entrepreneur is to be given crummy circumstances and make the best of it and hopefully convince everybody that you're legitimate despite all the adaptability that you have to go through. So there's my 2 cents about this evening's event being relevant. Well, 5 Across, like Brian mentioned, is one way that Awesome Inc. exists to support and highlight and encourage and equip entrepreneurs. And our goal is that some of the companies that pitch tonight will become a $1 billion company one day from Kentucky. So tonight we have a mascot, and his name is Billy the Unicorn. So entrepreneurs, when you are feeling discouraged or down or like the challenges of the road ahead of you are too steep, just remember that goofball down there in a mascot uniform encouraging you to become a $1 billion startup. So give it up one more time for Billy. There are a few ways that we encourage you to enjoy this evening's event, even a few rules, actually. We don't really like rules in entrepreneurship, but these ones are designed to make sure that you have a great time tonight. So we've got a few things that you need to know.
Hello, welcome, and thank you for flying with Awesome Air. We are glad that you have chosen to fly with us this evening. Please, buckle up. It's going to be a wild ride. During your 5 Across flight, our onboard entertainment will include 5 pitches from 5 Kentucky entrepreneurs for 5 minutes each. Following every pitch, a panel of qualified judges will challenge founders with questions about their business. As you know, operating in this industry is no easy feat, and this 5 Across flight is made possible only because of the generosity of our sponsors. They are quite literally the wind under our wings and the oxygen in our lungs. They include KY Innovation, UK College of Communication Information, Dinsmore and Scholl, UK eClub, DB Virtual Accounting, and APAC Software. Our title sponsor for the entire year's schedule of 5 Across flights is Kinetic by Windstream. Please enjoy tonight's innovation-powered event thanks to Kinetic by Windstream, and consider counting on them to power your home and business. This evening's presenting sponsor is Rubicon Global. Rubicon is a software platform providing full-service waste management, recycling, and smart city technology solutions. When they aren't powering Kentucky's favorite pitch competition, they are on a mission to end waste.
And as you know, standing behind every entrepreneur in Kentucky is a strong community of sponsors and partners. Tonight, we'd like to thank Base 110, Launch Blue, University of Kentucky Office of Technology and Commercialization, Commerce Lex, and Startup Lex. This 5 Across flight is no ordinary flight. 9 out of 10 startups fail, as may this flight. Our pilots only have so much control over how great of an experience our passengers have. To increase the odds of a smooth journey, it will be up to our passengers to abide by Awesome Air's rule number 17, as well as provide real-time feedback throughout the night. Rule number 17 clearly states that all passengers agree to be in charge of their own good time. Awesome Air simply assumes the responsibility of pushing play on tonight's entertainment and making sure we don't crash. Our passengers will be responsible for the amount of fun they create for themselves. So, if the person that beat you to the armrest doesn't seem happy, elbow them and demand that they smile. As for real-time feedback, there are 2 ways passengers will be expected to alleviate turbulence. In the event that an entrepreneur tries to take more than their allotted 5 minutes, passengers are to initiate a slow clap as soon as time expires, letting them know that they are out of time. The second is by keeping your phone in hand throughout the flight with rads.com/5across pulled up as a tab in your mobile browser. Doing so will allow you to rate and review every pitch, which in turn will ensure that our landing gear won't fail when we approach the runway. The duration of our flight will be approximately 90 minutes, and passengers are invited to get up and move about the cabin. Dinner and refreshments will be available throughout the flight. When we land, you'll be thankful to find that we are still in Kentucky, the best place to be a founder and support entrepreneurs. Thank you again for flying with Awesome Air on this evening's 5 Across flight, fueled by Kinetic by Windstream and Rubicon Global.
Well, there you have it. So if our careers fail here tonight, I think that a few of us have a future in flight attending. So you heard it from Liz and myself. The most important highlights here are you are in charge of your own good time. We hope that you came here with the attitude of having a great time despite weather or despite any other circumstances, so we're going to leave that on you. The other highlights that we hope that you caught in that video are that it is so important for you to know that every entrepreneur gets only 5 minutes to pitch. And at the conclusion of 5 minutes, it is on you, the audience, both in person and at home, to start a slow clap. And what I am so impressed by with the human being is that we all seem to get in sync really quickly. And all it takes is a slow clap to prove that. So let's start a slow clap right now. And cut. Excellent job, excellent job. So you will initiate the slow clap at the conclusion of 5 minutes and let the entrepreneur that he or she is out of time. Secondly, the other way, I should mention, tonight we've got a little bit of a sweet treat for you if the entrepreneur, no entrepreneur that is, requires more than 5 minutes. So if we can avoid a 5-minute slow clap on all 5 pitches, DV8 Kitchen has generously agreed to give everybody here a cinnamon roll the next time you're driving by on South Broadway. So be prepared to swing on in for a cinnamon roll as long as our entrepreneurs can keep it to within 5 minutes. Additionally, we hope that you caught that you will be engaging real time tonight through your mobile device. So, we do not encourage going into airplane mode. We want you to pull open your phone, go to your mobile browser, and go to rads.com/5across. This is important because you will be judging yourselves. You'll be judging these presenters on multiple criteria in the voting app and providing feedback to them that they will then be sent a report later, and they can adjust or tweak or pivot as necessary. So make sure that you have rads.com/5across pulled open in your mobile browser. Rads, by the way, is a former 5 Across participant, an Awesome Inc. fellowship company, and currently they are providing really awesome consumer insights for your organization, and they do it in a really awesome way by creating surveys that people actually have fun filling out, incentivizing them, giving them the chance to earn cash rewards. So, if your organization needs really awesome and accurate consumer insights, you can get $50 in partner credits just by being here tonight and using the code AwesomeInc50. So, make sure that you support RADS by using them and getting those partner credits. RADZ.com/5across. Thank you, Adam. And by the way, that is totally acceptable to just yell, Keith, how do you do this? What do you do that for? Just go ahead and interrupt at any time. I love it. Any other questions before I move on to our next item? You got it pulled up there, Adam? All right, getting it. Sweet. We're also starting something new this year, where if you are able to attend 5 Acrosses and vote via RADS at all 5 events, we've got some VIP swag and merchandise, as the younger, cooler, hip kids call it these days. So if you can attend 5 Acrosses and vote via RADS at 5 events, we've got an Awesome Inc. shirt, a 5 Across shirt and hat for you, local food, gift cards. We also have free tickets for you for all of the next year's events, so it will pay for you to attend and to vote at 5 consecutive 5 Across events. Alrighty. Ladies and gentlemen, you're here to see a couple of pitches, and I want to introduce you to the founders. Founders, if you could stand up as I call you and wave to the audience, that would be really great. Let them see your pearly whites. Introducing James and Brittany with their company, Ravon. Give it up. We also have Greg from Paducah with Lock and Block. Give it up for Greg.
Let's get lost tonight.
We have Courtney with her company, CCM Tribe. Yeah, yeah. Give it up for Monica with her company, Transitions Caregiver Solutions. And last, but certainly not least, give it up for Josh with his company,
You should be honored by my lateness, that I would even show up to this place. So go ahead, go nuts, go ape.
All right, founders, thank you for being here this evening. Thank you that we have the opportunity to get an early inside peek at some of the most exciting tech coming from our state. We are pumped, and we hope that this will be a great launching point for you. The audience is engaged, and they want to not only enjoy your pitch, but they want to become your customer, and they want to connect you to your customers. So that's my charge to you, audience, and that is my charge to you, founders. Take advantage of these relationships. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, and that's what makes our state great for entrepreneurs. Well, in order to win tonight, you're gonna need to impress a few people, but you're also gonna win and potentially meet some competition. Why don't I go ahead and introduce you, founders, to some of your competition? All right, so Addie Reinhardt and her company Mentor Vet participated at the 5 Across event in February, and she won, and she did amazingly. And that means that she won $500, but more importantly, she booked a ticket to the 5 Across Finals, where she will compete against the other winners of the other 5 Across events throughout the year for the chance to win $5,000. So, Addie is wishing you good luck, but she's also sizing up her competition tonight. So be prepared and understand that the bigger picture means that you'll go on to pitch at the 5 Across Finals. Well, she impressed the judges. The question is, can you impress our judges? Why don't we go ahead and meet our judges now? Judges, as I call your name, would you please stand up and wave to the crowd? All right, he is the president of RJE. He's a serial investor. Give it up for Mr. Ryan Bridgman. He's the founder and CEO of Precari Capital. Give some noise for Mr. Jason Jacobson. And a former 5 Across champion, Awesome Inc. Fellowship Company. He's the CEO of Easy Chow. Give up for Mo Sloan. Gentlemen, thank you so much for being here tonight and lending your knowledge, your expertise. You've got some judges' criteria in front of you that you'll be assessing each of these 5 pitches with, and it will be up to you to decide on a winner for this evening. No pressure. The people will be so upset with you regardless of who you choose. So that's on you, and that's between you and them. Why don't we go ahead and kick our event off. Let me introduce everyone to our very first pitch of the evening. Please make lots of noise for James and Brittany with Rave On.
All right. All right, can everybody hear me first?
Okay.
Everybody ready? So we're actually going to start with some audience participation. So by show of clappers, who's really excited, despite the weather, to be in a sports stadium? All right? Next, keep your hands up if you are happy for the NBA playoffs to be back. All right, great. We love watching the Knicks. Lots of UK fans on there. Lots of alum. It's been fantastic. So, happy to have sports fans here. If you're not, we hope to convert you by the end of the presentation. All right? Hi, everybody. My name is James Clark, and I'm the president and co-founder of Rave On Sports.
And my name is Brittany Harris, and I am the co-founder and vice president of Rave On Sports. Sports are about passion. We started this business back in 2019, and we had a version of the app ready to release in 2020 ahead of March Madness. I think everybody knows how that turned out. It didn't turn out very well for us. But from that devastation, we realized that we were thinking small, and it forced us to pivot, and we started to think about what sports were going to look like in the future.
So, even with the expanse in sports media, podcasts, radio shows, there's still one big problem, and that's actually fan disengagement during live games. So, we all have been there at live games when you see somebody who's paid a lot of money for courtside seats. They're actually going to sit there, be on their phone during the game, be on Instagram, Twitter, checking emails, whatever it is. We call this the second screen phenomenon. The Rave On app aims to solve this with 2 key features. The first one being an interactive, progressive play-by-play that allows people to vote on their favorite plays, what people think is their worst calls, and comment on those specific plays. It also allows you to be notified when your friends and followers decide to follow back with you, comment, and get a conversation going.
Our second feature is our community chat. COVID made it impossible for fans to connect with each other, and we realized very quickly that fans did not want to just talk about bad calls or great plays, but they wanted to talk about everything sports related. That's why we created an interactive chat where passionate fans can talk about all things sports during the live game. When you're a sports fan, you are a part of a community. Whether that's watching at home with friends or sitting next to a stranger in the stadium wearing the same jersey as you, sports keep us connected. We know that there are lots of sports apps out in the space. I have tested all of them. But our app keeps fans engaged. We have almost 600 monthly active users, with each active user staying on our app an average of 118 minutes per session. Most apps have stats, they have scores, and they have updates. But our app has all of that, and it keeps fans engaged during the live games.
So we know that this is a massive market. In 2016, the sports app market was valued around $1.6 billion, and it was growing at a 16% annual rate, which was the fastest category in the mobile market. After that, social chat market was about $22 billion. When shutdowns started, we know that technology in sports drastically increased in order to get content and media out to their fans. And then along with sports gambling becoming more popular, we only expect both these categories to increase dramatically, and we aim to take a piece of both of them.
So our revenue model shifted during the pandemic, and we are currently a freemium app, and we offer the ability to run ads inside our app as we scale our user base. We also plan on harnessing our AI-driven dashboard in the near future.
So when we first started our marketing here for our beta, we really wanted to go with grassroots and get influencers and people in the UK market to partner with us so that they could have great features on the app and reach out to their audiences and partner with us. We spent zero marketing dollars on this by going on podcasts, reaching out to them, knowing their audiences could come to us, and we've been continually growing our base ever since.
So in 2019, we started the first development of the app. In March of 2020, we had our first release of the app. In July of 2020, we implemented our NBA streams and we added our new features. In September of 2021, we added the NFL streams and added their features. And in March of 2021, we started our very first marketing push, and we got some great PR from Tom Leach and Jennifer Palumbo, who are huge fans of the app. Going forward, our plan is to gain 2,000 monthly active users by the end of the NFL season, and we also plan on finding a key partnership with somebody in this space.
So we just wanted to thank some of our other co-founders that helped us get here. Rick Baker, who is our chief engineer and helped put together our great development team, as long as Jeff Atkinson, who has been a great mentor and helped us develop some of our very first business plans. We're really happy that sports are coming back, and we hope you all join us and just release your inner crazy fandom and get on the app.
So we are Team Ravon, and we know that we have made the best sports app for fans. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
I'll just introduce you. All right, Ravon, great job, great job. Judges, you've got a few minutes now to ask any burning questions that you might have for James and Brittany. Go ahead.
Great idea, great idea. First question I have is, how do you control user behavior? For example, how do you prevent users from saying inappropriate things and those kind of things?
We have those safeguards built into the app. So we have AI backend that monitors what people are saying. Certain things, get flagged, and that stops them from saying them before it ever gets posted.
I might have missed it, but could you speak to how you plan to acquire new app users?
So what we did in the beginning was we realized that we didn't have any money for marketing and we couldn't get to everybody individual. So what we found were these very niche podcasters, and we have gone on tons of different podcast shows and promoted ourselves that way. We also sent direct messages to every single niche influencer in Lexington. We went on the Tom Leach show and the Jennifer Palumbo show. We plan to increase that this year, and we hope to have some money to actually do some full-on marketing promotion. But right now we're using just kind of these grassroots ability. But we've been able to actually scale our user base by just going on these very small to medium podcasts.
So just so I'm clear, right now it's a free app, and eventually you would have enough user base to where then you would charge for ads and other revenue generation in that way?
So we'd be building our user base. Once we have enough, we can integrate ads whenever we want to, as well as things like sports books, and take commissions off those users that add on to there. We also plan to try to leverage a different part of our app so that we can have our own video into there, which creates our own ad content. We can pull in revenue dollars that way.
Where your current users, your current app users, where are they physically located? Do you have metrics on that?
Yes, mostly in Lexington, Kentucky. Like we said, we knew that, our gigantic fan base was right here in Lexington, Kentucky, so we decided to start with that here. So I would say that 80% of our user base is based in Kentucky, but they're not just UK fans. They all like NBA, they like NFL, so they all use the app not just during UK games, but also, in the other leagues that we have, but they are primarily based in Lexington, Kentucky currently.
One quick question, another question that I have is, why would I use your app versus, for example, Twitter? Doesn't Twitter kind of do the same thing that you're proposing?
It does. It is a similar platform. So, the reason why we thought of this was, one, because sports are social. There are social platforms out there that, you get on Facebook and you make a post, you get on Twitter and you make a tweet, but there's no all-in-one place where if you just wanted to get on there and only talk about sports, also check the scores at the same time. You can also comment on the play, so if you love that dunk, you can rate it. If you thought that ref got that foul wrong, you can rate it there and talk about it. So it actually is based around that kind of fan engagement, but during the actual game. So the chat is actually specific to the game. So if the Lakers and the Clippers are playing, there's a chat that happens inside the app that's just for that game. So anybody that's fans of those two teams can get in there and they can trash talk each other, or fans can talk to each other. So it's kind of an all-in-one place for sports. So it's kind of like a Twittery, similar.
Have you all targeted message boards for your user base or anything?
We have not yet. The one other thing I would say about comparing us to Twitter is, yes, there are chats for individual games in there, but they offer no live game feed like we do, and there's no voting features and interactiveness in there except for one chat feature.
Great job, guys.
Thank you.
Go ahead and take that with you. All right, Ray Vaughn. Excellent job. What audience you didn't see was that we were having a small issue with our timer for them to even understand how much time they had left. So talk about a miracle. Staying under 5 minutes. Great job, Ray Vaughn. Great pitch as well. Garrett, you got a little something for us down there?
Keith, I always have a little something. Well, hey, everyone. We're so glad you're here. Thanks for being adaptive with the weather. I'm going to bring in a special friend. You might have seen Billy on the street. We brought him off the street tonight. Regardless of what you saw about 10 minutes ago, he's a little shy. Can we get some love for Billy? Come on, Billy. Billy. There we go. Come on, Joe.
Doing good, Greg?
All right, so the name of the game.
Center mic. Here, come on over here. Come on my left here.
All right, Billy, let's bring it on back. Come on down, Billy. So everybody, I believe you picked up a tennis ball. Right now, can you look at your number? Can you study that number? And on the count of 3, Billy's going to be running around doing unicorn-like stuff up here. Your goal is to get your ball into our unicorn bucket. That's the first part. Second part is whatever number I pick is the winner. So be the one that lasts. So here we go. Billy, you ready? You ready? Here we go. On 3. 1, 2, 3. Fire away. Oh! We got any final ones? Oh, that was a can of corn. This was awesome. All right, well, Billy picked one. Whoever is number 114, where are you? Warren? Woo! Great job, Warren. Liz Brown Evans is going to have your gift card underneath the awning, so whenever you want to get it. Great job. I almost had that. Great job, y'all. Billy, awesome. Keith, take it away.
All right. Great job, Billy. Great job, Warren. Warren, you got to show us how to throw so accurately. Wow, that was incredible. Getting it in the bucket like that without any assistance at all. Great job. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to remind you, go ahead to rads.com/5across if you've already got it in front of you. Vote on the previous pitch while you still can. Get your votes in. And while you're doing that, please make lots of noise for the man, the myth, the legend, coming all the way from Paducah, Kentucky, Greg. He's going to tell you about his company, Lock and Block.
Good afternoon, and thank you, Awesome Inc., for allowing us to be here today. Don't have a lot of time, so we're going to jump right in. Get ready to get blown away today, because I'm going to show you something that will just show you how far out of the box we've been thinking when changing the build environment and how we can improve construction in the industry today. Let me ask you a question. My slides are not advancing. Okay. Same dreams. How many of you like building with Legos as a kid? Well, let me show you something that we're doing. An adult-sized block. Same dreams, bigger blocks. This is a lightweight composite building block called Lock and Block. And this is something that it's not just to build a tiny home or a backyard shed. This is not something to build one of those ADUs, you know, one of those things that you put your mother-in-law in the backyard. This is actually a block used to build commercial, industrial buildings. But the capacity to build up to 25 stories in height. So this is the first and the most advanced building product to hit the construction market in years. What we're doing here is taking that inner child within you and letting you imagine what it's like to build with bigger blocks. The construction industry today faces three major challenges. Huge shortage of skilled labor in the marketplace, a huge shortage in available materials in the marketplace. Because of those two shortages and what we've been going through, we are also seeing huge increases in the price of products in the market today. What we do is we give you an ability to combat that with a composite-based product. Our solution is Lock and Block. It's a lightweight, composite polymer and mineral-based material. And what does that mean? It means we're green. It means we are good with our environment. We're made from post-consumer materials and a byproduct plastic polymer and natural minerals. We've designed a block that's not only strong, but is sustainable and can be used in resilient housing. It's resistant to mold, bacteria, insects, and water damage. What's more, it's also extremely strong. Our independent lab, when you're asking how strong it is, we've done extensive tests in preparation for the International Code Council approval. And in doing that, we have shown that our block is 10 times stronger than a concrete block. But what that also means, we're doing it with a block that weighs only 6 pounds. 8 of our blocks equal the weight of 1 concrete block. So when you think about what that does on a job site as far as relieving job site injuries and being less weight that people have to carry all day long every day. Our testing. We've been going through our testing with the lab of Wishandy and Elsner in Chicago. I can sit here and claim to you all day long that our compressive strength is 6,000 psi, that our creep resistance meets ASTM standard D2990, that our load tests show in excess of 600 pounds per square foot. But I know that probably sounds like Greek to you. What it basically comes down to is we're strong. We've built a strong, sustainable, reliable block. Our market size. Our construction industry today, $357 billion. Yes, that's a B. The big question is, there's a lot of materials in the market. Is there room for lock and block in this market? Sure, it's huge. It's something that we can sustainably fit into easily and capture a good portion of the market. And we can do that all with a block that is better in price than the other materials on the market today, and we can do it with a margin in excess of 20% for gross profit. I'm going to share with you a little bit about the original launch of our product. We had our manufacturer who said, Greg, I think you're going to have problems getting into the industry, until he went and saw us at the International Home Show, and at that time, after seeing all the people come by our booth and talking with us, he walked away saying, my problem isn't that you're going to have a problem getting in the industry. My problem is going to be I'm not going to be able to make enough block for you. We have made major inroads with some of the largest home builders in the United States. D.R. Horton, the #1 home builder in the United States, built over 58,000 homes last year and told us that with our product and our availability that they could easily deliver on the homes that they have. Our team we've got a very good, strong team, over 100 years experience in the industry. We are Lock and Block. Connect with us.
All right, Greg, good job, Greg. Greg, go ahead and stay for questions from the judges. All right, judges, go ahead and ask Greg any questions that you have about Lock and Block.
I have a quick question. How does this compare from a person who can't put anything together? How does this compare to wood framing? For example, wood framing, I can put up the wood framing, put the drywall up, etc. on the inside, and the exterior paneling, etc., and then put siding or brick. So how does this compare to wood framing?
This replaces the wood framing completely, and it's when you build the wall with it, it's ready for sheetrock and siding after you've stacked it up. And it's just like with a Lego block. They stack together and interlock with one another, top to bottom and end to end. So you simply stack them together, no glue, no mortar, and when the wall is complete, you put your sheetrock on the inside and whatever your cladding is on the outside.
Okay, so this would be represent like you would put sheetrock on this side?
Yes.
Okay, all right, cool.
And you screw to it, nail to it, just like you would lumber.
All right, and then electrical and utilities would go through these grooves, I imagine.
It'd run through the inner channels that are in the block.
Okay.
What about insulation?
It's rated an R20 insulation value, so it's almost twice what a standard 2x4 wall is with insulation in the wall. So we have a higher insulating value, and by the time you add your cladding to it, you actually reach an R24. So you meet the insulating requirement demands of most of the International Building Code.
What happens if you want half of this height, for example?
You just cut it off.
Okay.
Yeah, you cut it with a standard saw.
Out on the job site, they just can cut it right there?
Yeah, it's field modifiable. We've designed it with the material that you can take it to the field, and any standard tools that a contractor has, you can work with the material. So there's no special tools required to use the block on the job site.
So your market is commercial and home building?
Yes.
Is that what you said?
Yes.
And what do you think is the biggest pushback you have received when you talk to people today?
The biggest pushback that we've received is basically the fact that it's a completely new product. There's never been a composite-based material used in structural building before. But showing the test results and showing the actual data from our independent lab, we can show that it's not only meets but it exceeds what other products are providing in the market today.
Why do you think there hasn't been any other composite products such as this before?
I can't answer that question. Nobody came up with the idea before us.
Okay.
Which, I mean, we're fortunate in that respect. It is patented. We have our own intellectual property rights on it. So, and we've developed that block and a number of other products as part of the building system to go along with it.
The only question I have, because they've asked every question I could think of already, but so for the average home or $1 million commercial project, how much savings would that builder see by replacing?
Over 2x4 framing,
sure.
You'll save about 30% using our product.
Mm-hmm.
When you compare it to tilt-up concrete or poured concrete, cast-in-place concrete, you're saving 35 to 40%.
And there's no loss. There's no loss to them outside of that. They're not losing anything, any benefit by using it.
I don't understand.
It's cheaper, but is there any sort of thing that they're giving up, any sort of benefit they're giving up by using the lock and block?
No, but they're gaining several more benefits. The speed of construction is substantially greater. We can save about 75% of the time on the job site because of the speed of construction. So they're going to gain workability, they're going to gain the ability to build quickly, they're going to gain the ability to have a higher insulating value. You're losing some of the trades on your project as well because you're building the wall that's also your insulated and your finished product. So you remove the people that are putting the house wrap on the outside, you're removing the insulators, you're removing the sheeting on the outside. So you're eliminating 3 or 4 trades from the construction of that wall, and you're doing it all at a more rapid pace. In addition, you're changing your job site preparation because you have a lighter weight product, so your build weight on that substructure is going to be less. So your prep time just to get the lot ready for the building, whatever it is going to be a lot less time. So it's a win-win-win situation for the builder.
Give it up for Lock and Block. All right, ladies and gentlemen, go ahead and vote for Greg on his pitch. There are a few criteria in the RADS webpage for you to go ahead and let him know what you thought and give him some really great and valuable feedback. And with that, I'll introduce our third of 5 pitches this evening, coming from Louisville, Kentucky. Who's from Louisville? Very quiet crowd. They're here, they're just shy. Coming all the way from Louisville, Kentucky, please give it up for Courtney. She's going to tell you about CCM Tribe.
Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke all the knots. Got some more millies that keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me and it ain't no false. We call them choppers cause they gonna chop. Took her out of filers cause of pop. I run it like Nike, we got it on lock. Cardiac eye. I'm the boss man in a suit with no tie. I can't be sober, I gotta stay high. Put me some in the can and the drop. Running this special like buddy.
All right, hello. My name is Courtney Morrison. I am the creator and founder of CCM Tribe. And today I'm here to present Sleigh, which is the stroller luggage adapting instrument, where we make flying with young children easier. Picture it, Denver International Airport, 3 kids aged 2, 3, 7, and 5 pieces of luggage. To say it was chaotic was an understatement. By the time we exited the airport, I vowed to never put myself through that again, but I also didn't want to limit travel for the children. I wanted them to have this experience. So when I came back to Louisville, Kentucky, I immediately began working on the first prototype of Sleigh. The problem that we're trying to solve is, so say you want to maneuver through the airport with ease. Do you want to save money instead of having to check a bag? How about having more travels for your children? You want to take your children on these vacations. With Sleigh, we're going to do that. All of that goes out of the window. Sleigh allows you to connect your wheeled carry-on luggage to your stroller, to any stroller, and it's going to allow for you to maneuver through the airport with ease. It's also going to allow you to save money because you're going to be able to bring your carry-on luggage instead of checking a bag. If you can move your attention over here, we're going to have our demo of Sleigh. Here we just have a standard travel size carry-on stroller. With our carry-on luggage, Sleigh is already attached. Now we're going to connect the luggage to our stroller. It can connect via the side with simple adhesive strapping for you to just move. You will be able to connect two sleighs to any stroller. You will also be able to connect it to the back so that you're able to just walk through the airport with Sleigh. And then when you're done, all you have to do is remove the arms. They will be able to attach to themselves to act as a luggage strap. Or you will disconnect it via the buckle and you can just put it straight into the bag. And there's a drawstring bag, and you'll be able to put out your other devices, games, snacks, and everything for the kid, and go about your trip. Did you know that there are over 4 million babies born in the U.S. alone each year? Not only that, but pre-pandemic, the airline industry was worth $1.7 trillion. With the luggage industry worth around $22.1 billion. And we spend an average of 133 minutes in the airport from arrival to boarding. So Sleigh looks to tap into each of these industries by bringing our product to our target customer, which is the working parent that is just looking to make the best experience out of their travels every time they take a vacation. And when it comes to competitors, there's really no product on the market just like Sleigh. We have things such as the kid suitcase and the buggy Skyrider, which has a suitcase with a seat, or you're able to ride the suitcase for toddlers. But there's nothing that specifically goes for your children 0 to 1. So with Sleigh, we are making it cost effective because we are not nearly as expensive as these things. We are durable, we are adjustable, we are able to go with any of your wheeled carry-on luggage as well as any of your strollers that you purchase. So all you would need is to get Sleigh, and then we'll be able to go through that. Now, coming out of the pandemic, as the world is opening back up, this is the perfect time because it's summer vacation, and we are looking to get Sleigh into the homes of these traveling families so that they may vacation with ease. We are looking to update our prototype. We will get fully patented, and we're just going to mass market and produce Sleigh so that we can have this product in the homes. My name is Courtney Morrison. I was inspired by this with my 5-year-old daughter, traveling with her to Denver for my graduation. I have a background in business, and I've just always had a true entrepreneur spirit. So next time, for all the families out there, next time when you're going, just remember to choose Sleigh because we make flying with young children easier.
Awesome. Judges, go ahead. You've got a few moments here to ask Courtney any questions you have.
I'll start. As a father of 2 young girls, I felt that a little bit, I will say, just to start. But I want to know if you could just speak to, you mentioned you're working on a prototype. How do you look to get this product to market? What are you thinking?
What I'm thinking is I currently make the product in-home. We do have a fully working prototype. I feel like there's always ways to just make the thing better. But what we're going to do, I'm looking to just get that straight out, have my own website, have the shop, and sell it directly to the consumer, but also looking to get into some of our local stores.
How much does it cost to make the product currently?
It's about $325.
How much would you sell it for?
$19.99.
What would stop someone else from doing the same thing?
There's really no stop to it. I just feel that we are going to do it first, and we're going to do it better, and we're going to do it at a price that your working class family can purchase. We're not going to make it an astronomical price that you're going to pay for this and then pay on top of your vacation. So we're just making it affordable to everyone.
So as the father of 3 small children, I definitely feel your pain going through the airport. But it looks like, so you used a small umbrella stroller in this example and a small pull-along. Does it work no matter the size of the stroller? I mean, I've got a big double-wide stroller, right? And what if you have big suitcases? Does the idea still work?
Yes, it has adjustable buckles so that you're able to adjust to the size of this carry-on suitcase, as well as the strapping. It's going to fit it. You got the double wide for your twins. You have the extra large for the 3 kids. It's going to be able to fit it.
And the idea behind it is to make the movement of the baggage easier. It
Correct.
Just comes along with the stroller, right?
Correct. Also, with check bags, most airlines start from $25 to $75 to check your bag, while a lot of airlines allow you to bring a carry-on for free. So we're trying to put that money back into your pocket.
Have you done any kind of weight testing to see at what point it would like tip something would tip over, right? If you have a child who maybe is not weigh as much, but the suitcase is heavier, there could be some weight imbalance. Do you know how that would work, or have you tested that scenario?
We have tested that scenario just with the wheels connecting. The way that the sleigh connects to the suitcase, it is at the middle point, so that it would eliminate a lot of tipping. Also, most suitcases come with the handle, so you can also raise the handle for extra support.
No final questions? All right, Courtney, great job. Thank you so much.
I think that quicker too, Courtney. Thank you very much.
All right, man. Anybody in the house that feels that pain for sure. Courtney, awesome job. CCM Tribe, very excited for you to make all of some of our lives easier, especially my life. I appreciate that very much. All right, we're done with 3 pitches of 5. I think we're going to give you a little bit of a 3rd inning stretch. Do we have anything for our audience? So when I said for the audience, I honestly didn't realize that it would be an assault by a unicorn, but you know. But you're here and you assume the risk. Billy, thank you, Billy. All right,
Keith, I got a question for you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, but I can't see you.
How does a game of ice sound? You want to play?
I can't see you. Where are you?
Now you can. Well, Keith,
hey,
stay right there. You look great. I got 2 fierce competitors, lifelong friends, Macy and Mitch. All right, so here's the name of the game. I need you guys on your feet. I'm actually going to come join you. Right in the middle, excuse me. Perfect. So, I got a great list that the audience has all sent to me. Again, a little I Spy. So we got 5 items. Winner takes home a prize. So I'm going to say the clue. First one to grab the mic out of my hand and get it right wins. Good, we need competition. All right, so here we go. I spy with my little unicorn eye a tiny blue mustache. And everything is going to be somewhere in the outfield. On the green sign, that's incorrect. A tiny blue mustache. Audience, feel free to chime in. We need your help. A tiny blue mustache.
On the mustache over there on the baseball.
The mustache on the baseball. 1 point for Mitch. Great job. Thanks. That was good. That was really good. All right, next one up is a dog wearing sunglasses. A dog wearing sunglasses. Everything is going to be on the field. Where is it? Chill out. Great job. Macy, 1 point. Here we go. Number 3. Find me some mustard in the outfield. I spy some mustard. Audience, we keep the I can't talk. Participation up. This is great stuff. If you see it, call it out.
On the hot dog.
Hot dog. Mitch is up 2-1. You're good. Hey, they're helping out. This is part of the game. Here we go. Two more. This one's hard. A bottle of bourbon. Somewhere in the outfield is a bottle of bourbon. It's kind of tricky. I'm gonna give this one to Macy. So it's a tie ball game. Here we go. 2-2. Last one. We need full audience participation. Get out your microscopes. This is pretty tiny. I spy with my little eye a baseball glove. Last one. It's a tie ball game. It's tiny. It's real teeny tiny. Real teeny tiny. The baseball glove. It's in the outfield somewhere in this area. I'll give you that one hint. KU sign. She saw it. Where is it? Point. Yeah, there she got it. Great job, Mitch, with the win. That was classic stuff. Well, Keith, I don't know how to come back after that. I'm just going to pass it off to you.
All right. Thank you, participants. Yeah, this is kind of nice being out here and seeing a whole possibility of high spies. So, all right. Well, 4th of 5 pitches. Let's get to it. Everybody, please make lots of noise for Monica as she presents Caregivers Transition Solutions.
All right, bottom button, push it forward. You got 5 minutes. Good luck to you.
Hello, my name is Monica Stewart. I am the founder and CEO of Transitions Caregiver Solutions. The picture that you see on the screen is a picture of my mother's 70th birthday. This was a great time for her friends and family to come together and spend time with her. Something that you may not notice, my sister and I, as we're celebrating with her, I'm holding the knife that she's cutting the cake with. In 2013, she was diagnosed with vascular dementia. So simple things such as cutting a cake, dressing herself, have been extremely hard for her. And in 2017, she left our home and the police found her 4 miles from the house, and that moved to an assisted facility due to her safety. The problem is there are 53 million Americans that are unpaid caregivers. They are providing services to their families. And the problem is they do not have a centralized place to connect to the resources, information, and supplies that they need as caregivers. The solution is Transitions Caregiver Solutions. We will provide a web-based platform to connect those users to everything that they need. With our platform, it will be an MVP, and we'll provide those caregivers with the resources that they need. Our revenue model will be based on sponsorships. There will be 3 different packages. With those particular packages, there will be users that will be on the platform because it will be a business-to-customer platform, and they are able to have access to our customers and be able to interact with them. The higher packages are deluxe and premium. They will have the ability to connect directly virtually or via electronic newsletter. There will also be opportunities for those that just want to support our mission and just be a sponsor and not have a landing page on the site. We will also provide a minimal fee to our caregivers to have the peace of mind to know that they can go to one place to find the resources that they need as caregivers. With our competitive analysis, we've looked at various organizations that provide services for caregivers. There are services, places that provide support groups. Some provide newsletters. Some provide nursing facilities. Some provide home care services. However, with Transitions Caregiver Solutions, our platform will provide a customized assessment that will connect those users to the resources that they need throughout their journey. And as their needs change, they can go back to the assessment and be reconnected to other resources that they need. And it's not just for caregivers who are caring for elderly parents. It could be a parent that has an autistic child. It's anyone who's caring for someone. Our team is made up of myself. I have an MBA and over 10 years in healthcare. We also have our medical clinical advisor who has a background in epidemiology, research, and risk management. And our IT professional has over 20 years experience in IT. Our target market are those caregivers that are typically from 45 to 65 years of age. They usually work part-time or full-time, and they may be that sandwich generation that they're caring for their young children or children and their parents as well. During our customer discovery, we thought the financial angst would be the main pain point. However, it's more of the mental and physical weariness that caregivers face because of lack of sleep, lack of being able to do the things that they want to do on a daily basis. So for you to be able to connect to those caregivers and lessen that anxiety that our family has faced as we're caring for my mother, go to Transitions Caregiver Solutions. We care because you care.
All right, Monica. Okay, judges, go ahead and judges ask Monica any question that you want. Have at it.
Just for clarification, I guess, to start. So your customers, the sponsors and whatnot, those are the people providing the service, and then you're looking for the caregivers to just sign up. So it wouldn't be a cost for the caregiver to sign up.
There will be a minimal fee of $19.99 a month.
So that's the monthly user. Okay.
Yes.
I'm following you now. Gotcha.
So who's the actual one that you're trying to drive to the website? Is it the people looking for caregivers or the caregivers?
The caregivers themselves, so they can get anywhere from legal resources, facilities, information about clinical conditions. It would be a platform to connect them to all of those types of resources, medical supplies.
So you're kind of just an aggregator of the services they may need that they could find in one place, and it's like a referral to these different places?
Yes.
Okay.
So right now, are you just, because I imagine, there's some services that are nationwide and others that are more locally focused. So what, as a company, where are you guys right now in that?
So we're in a prototype right now, and we are gathering data from caregivers we started off in the Louisville area and Lexington area will be our primary focus as we start the platform and eventually the app.
So which group do you target first? Do you target caregivers first, or do you target vendors first?
The initial push will be for the vendors to get them onto the platform, and we already have some connections to caregivers through several groups that I'm part of. We have a network of caregivers that we would relay that information to once the platform is completely set up.
What would prevent me, as a caregiver, what would prevent me from accessing the data, downloading it, I guess to a certain extent, and then stopping my membership, right? Do you see what I mean? Like what, is there any kind of mechanism to kind of prevent that?
And so the only connection would be the caregiver going directly to that particular organization. So if they were wanting to get to a facility, it would be a direct connection to that. They would have a landing page and would go directly to that facility that they're wanting to move their loved one to.
Right, but the caregivers have a membership fee though, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
Are these caregivers actual clinical nurses, professionals, or could it be anybody, or what's the criteria to be considered a caregiver?
It's anyone that's caring for a loved one that has an ailment, clinical condition that's keeping them from doing daily activities.
As far as the advertising revenue, I noticed you have flat fees on there. Is that where you're going to start out with, or how'd you come up with those numbers?
Just based on market, as far as the prices for other subscription type of services, and also for the actual sponsorships for a smaller business, looking at those type of price ranges.
Okay, good job, Monica. Amazing pitch. Thank you so much. Okay, audience, another reminder to go ahead and vote on rads.com/5across. We are going to aggregate everything that you give us and crown a crowd favorite. So very important that you catch up. You can still go retroactively and vote on previous pitches, so it's not too late. Go ahead and do that. And as you do that, please also make some noise for our fifth and final pitch. Welcome from Northern Kentucky, Josh and his company, Influ.
How's everyone doing? Good, good, good. The best way to tell you about Influ is to tell you how I came up with the idea. Like most of us, I had a resolution to get more active on the 5 different social media accounts I manage. So I was excited when I heard about a platform called Hootsuite. It's a scheduling platform. Allows me to manage all 5 from one dashboard. So I signed up, $149 a month. I then watched hours of video to learn how to use the platform, and I was ready to automate. But there was one important piece of information they failed to share, and that was I had to manually create the content, manually write the captions, and then spend 3 to 5 hours every single week manually scheduling this content. Like most of us, I failed my resolution within the first 30 days. So I got to thinking, what if I could create a software that not only automated the content, but automatically wrote the captions, automatically scheduled at the date and time that Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter tells it to? That birthed Influ. The easy button for social media that costs you only 30 minutes a month as opposed to 3 to 5 hours every single week. The slides are not working, but we're going to keep the show on the road. So let's talk about the problems that Influ solve. For one, only 10% of businesses have the budget to invest into an agency. And 33% of businesses have a presence on social media but aren't using it enough to be effective. That's nearly $21 billion lost in sales, revenue, and potential leads. $21 billion. The reasons why, number one, is cost. As I shared, agencies are extremely expensive. Number two is time. Social media is very time consuming, which equates to stress. What happens when you couple time and stress? You tend to what? Not do it, but it's the cost of the business. And lastly, the learning curve, learning what to say, when and where, could take months, if not years, to master manually. That's why Influ is the solution. We solve these problems with our automated content engine that's powered by artificial intelligence that monitors global sources that searches, finds, and curates relevant third-party content based on your industry and in a matter of seconds. You simply tell us about your businesses, the key phrase you would like to focus on, and press submit. Our platform will populate the associated images, video, captions, hashtag, and the date and time in which it will publish. You simply click approve and forget it. Our platform will publish each approved post for you. Now let's talk about our traction. I'm proud to share that Influ thrived in our beta year 2020, earning over $78,000 in gross revenue. We closed 12 strategic partnerships, and between February 2021 and today, we raised over $241,000 in dilutive and non-dilutive funding. And I'm also proud to share that Jumpstart is leading our pre-seed round of $500,000, and we're on track to close this by end of next week. Let's talk about the addressable market. We're in a $61.9 billion market. Of that, our market opportunity is $29 billion. That's 33%. Now, how do we tap into that market? Our customer acquisition model is driven by establishing key strategic partnerships with membership-based organizations who work directly with businesses and nonprofits directly. To date, we have 12, giving us a reach of over 32,000 potential customers. At a 4% conversion rate, we're on track to closing over 1,000 paid subscribers at the end of this year. That's earning over $78,000 in monthly recurring revenue and over $360,000 in annual recurring revenue. Now, what about our business model? We are subscription-based with 2 business-to-business opportunities. Our professional and team subscription model is ideal for small businesses who are looking to increase their engagement and visibility. Then we have our enterprise solutions. This is ideal for companies with employees who would like to take control of their brand within the workplace. That fee is structured on a number of employees. We could work with companies with 10 employees or 10, 20, even 50,000. The choice is up to you. This leads to our financials. As I've shared, in our beta year 2020, we're earning over $78,000 in gross revenue, and we're on track to earning over $360,000 by Q4 of this year, or the end of this year, to keep it simple. We also have 12 strategic partnerships giving us a reach of over 32,000 small businesses. We have 6 enterprise companies who are currently piloting our program. That's going to skyrocket our sales in 2022 and beyond. Let's talk about our competition. What separates us from the competition is that we have automated what each of their platforms make you do manually. We have defined an unmet market need and focus on a niche that no one is focusing on. Now, I will admit that our competitors offer you a scheduling platform, but that is not what we do, so the competition is limited. The time has never been better for the value that we're bringing our customers and to disrupt the market. Now, as far as our team, I'm Joshua Reed, the founder and CEO of Influ. And here we have our CMO, Judy Kincaid, and Kevin Nelton, who's our product expert. We bring over 40 years of experience within our industry. So if you'd like to join us in our digital and social media marketing revolution that changed the way small businesses, enterprise, and nonprofits view and use social media marketing, then contact us today. We're Influ, the easy button for social media.
All right, Josh. Great pitch, Josh. Judges, go ahead, ask a few questions. Have at it.
And I had slides, but the clicker wasn't working. But
Who wrote this software? Is it someone on your staff? Or?
So I'm an electrical engineer by trade. I developed 1.0. We won the top Main Street Ventures grant last year, June of 2020, which was $30,000. It took 100% of that capital and hired a development team to create 2.0, which we just launched March 1 of this year. And as of Monday this week, we launched version 2.5. And we are 100% automated, powered by AI and machine learning.
What's the maximum number of social media posts that you guys have managed, like in a single day?
Yes, so actually last year we did over 17,000 social media posts based on our clientele and over, I want to say 20 million impressions of data. So it's actually unlimited. There's no quota based on using our software.
Who are the 6 partners that you mentioned that are testing?
Yes, absolutely. We have 2 enterprise companies that are in commercial and residential real estate, and we actually have one that just invested $30,000 on Monday. We also have 2. We have a law firm, an attorney firm. We have 2 information technology companies. One is located in Northern Kentucky. The other one is in Indianapolis, and then we have a digital marketing agency, which is an ideal target market for us as well.
Do you have examples of your clients showing improvements from a social media engagement perspective?
Yes, absolutely. So we had a lot of data within our presentation, but as far as metrics, what we're tracking is not the actual point of sale, we're tracking the conversion. And in our world, based on our software, our conversion is a lead. So we drive the lead to your particular website, your product and or service, and then once it transfers from there as a potential customer, that also calculates back to us, but that's not what we're tracking. And the reason why is because if we convert a lead, meaning we drive traffic to your website, and for whatever reason your website is down, we can't be held liable for that. But we can drive traffic to your website.
What if my goal is to increase the number of followers I have or anything like that? Do you all track that?
Oh yeah,
as
we
well?
track that. So we also built our own analytics dashboard, and it is 100% coded by us. We're not using any third-party integrations, not Google Analytics, not any of that. And we are tracking conversions, engagement, reach, impressions, as well as the amount of clicks you receive as well. And everything is available from your dashboard.
Pricing, how does that compare to some of your competitors?
Yes. So the top competitor, which I mentioned in the beginning, is Hootsuite. And they own majority of the market share, but they're a scheduling platform, and we've automated everything they make you do manually. So their average is about $149 a month. Our professional tier is $42 a month, or $37 if you choose to pay annually. It comes out to about $444. Then we have our team tiers if you have more users. That's $119 a month, or $99 a month if you choose to pay annually. Then our enterprise solutions, which is our main focus, that's based on the number of employees. And that's how we become that, to your point, that billion-dollar company in the next 5 years.
Does your business model, and maybe not currently, but in the future, do you account for any kind of custom content generation for your clients, or is it the client is responsible for their content?
Yeah, so right now it is 100% automated. So in a matter of 45 seconds, all of your content, captions, video, hashtags, and the scheduling date and time is done within 45 seconds. The only work you have to do is approve or reject, but we also have an editing bay, which is where you can customize the content as well. And that's built within our software.
Give it up for Josh with Influ.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Yep. Thanks, man.
And Josh was under the impression that his slides were not working because his presenter monitor was stuck. However, now you know that he just did that entire pitch from memory very smoothly with the, Josh, your deck was working behind you, just not in front of you. So go ahead, judges, add in 10,000 bonus points. All right, I'm going to excuse our judges to go deliberate. They're going to decide who our winner is. Right now, it is very important that you pull out your phone and get your final RADS votes in. Make sure that you vote for Josh. Make sure that you vote for Monica. Make sure that you vote for Courtney. Catch up on all of the presentations. We're going to use the data you give us to crown a crowd favorite. So get those votes in right now, please. And while you're doing that, my buddy Garrett has got a little something planned for you.
Oh, this is great music. Sweet. Well, hey guys, we have a few more things. Mike, you can stay here. You can stay here. We have 2 more things we're going to do as the judges are deliberating. The first is good old classic trivia. Keith texted me in the middle of the program, said I missed trivia, Garrett. So bring that back. So Cameron, I'm going to stand over here. So we're going to split our audience right down the middle. We're going to have Team Sharks versus Team Minnows for size, obviously. And what we're going to do is I'm going to read off 12 of my favorite baseball questions. You get to run up, work with your team. You get to work with your team. And we'll do this in about 4 to 5 minutes. Whatever side has the most correct answers wins before our final activity. So they each have the list. I'm going to read them off. Audience, be listening. If you use Google, I can't stop you, but don't. Here we go. Question number 1. In a typical baseball game, how many baseballs are used throughout all 9 innings? Number 2, what country has the largest pro baseball league outside of America? Number 3, a can of corn is an easy what in baseball? Number 4, what is the oldest baseball park still in use today? Number 5, what father and son were the first players to be teammates? Hint, Seattle Mariners 1990. You guys should get this. Number 6, the San Francisco Giants have the most players in the Baseball Hall of Fame. How many do they have? Number 7, what baseball legend retired from ALS Number 8, what was the last team A-Rod played for? Number 9, who was the baseball hero known as the Great Bambino? Hint, The Sandlot. What's up, What's up, Billy? Number 10, what baseball legend, arguably the home run king, I stand by this, passed away this spring at 85. Number 11, what baseball club has the most World Series wins? Last but not least, my personal favorite, what is the official gum of baseball? So your captains have your list. You guys go, have free reign, find these answers, come back to me when you're done. I'll keep reading these out loud, so head on up. So, I read them a little slow. Again, number 1, I'll keep repeating these for the audience. You guys know this. Number 1, in a typical baseball game, how many baseballs are used throughout all 9 innings? How many baseballs are used throughout all 9 innings? For fans at home, I'll give you a hint. The average baseball lasts between 5 and 7 pitches, so you do the math. One more time. Number 1, in a typical game, how many baseballs are used throughout all 9 innings? We're moving on to question number 2. Here we go. Question number 2. What country has the largest pro baseball league outside of America? And audience, make sure you're yelling at your captain. They got a hard job. Number 2, what country has the largest pro baseball league outside of America? A one-word answer will suffice. Number 3, a can of corn is an easy what in baseball? Number 3, a can of corn is an easy what in baseball? Good old can of corn. Matt Hogg may have the right answer. He may not, but he may have the right answer. Moving on to number 4. What is the oldest baseball park still in use today? Keith McMunn used to play for this team when he was 12. Look at those guns. I'll give you a hint. We are wearing the color on our shirt. What is the oldest baseball park still in use today? I believe dating back to 1912, one of the greatest years. Okay, great. Making it harder for you, Cameron. Number 5, what father and son were the first players to be teammates? What father and son were the first players to be teammates? If you look up the Seattle Mariners roster from the 1990, you might find the right answer. Just a hint. What father and son were the first players to be teammates? Going on to question number 6, my lucky number. Thanks for asking. Wearing it on my socks. Here we go. The San Francisco Giants have the most players in the Baseball Hall of Fame. How many players do the San Francisco Giants have in the Baseball Hall of Fame? Last time, San Francisco Giants had the most baseball players in the Hall of Fame. How many do they have? Number 7. This one's a doozy. What baseball legend retired from ALS? What baseball legend retired from ALS? They named this disease after him specifically. Number 8. What was the last team A-Rod played for? Known as Alex Rodriguez. Number 13. He was a great player for many years. Billy's obviously a big fan of A-Rod. Here we go. Number 9. Who was the baseball hero known as the Great Bambino? The Colossus of Cloud. The Colossus of Cloud. Number 9. Who was the baseball hero known as the Great Bambino from the Sandlot? He wore number 3. Number 10. What baseball legend, again, arguably holds the record for most home runs, passed away this spring at 85? What baseball legend passed away at 85 this spring? Team Sharks, you look like you're crushing it. Team Minnows, let's pick it up. Number 11, 2 more to go. What baseball club has the most World Series wins? What baseball club has the most World Series wins? Hit. Number 12. Number 12, this one's really important to me. What is the official gum of Major League Baseball? What is the official gum of Major League Baseball? And with that, Team Sharks, you need repeated? You good? Team Minnows, you guys need any repeated? Mike? That's just the questions. I proofed them. Oh, snap. They must be in our Slack channel. Hey, Mike, you need any repeated, brother? He might be. You gotta come back down. Yeah, I gotta proof the list. Wells, what's up? Can I get some nuts? Hey, Mike. You good? You need repeated? Do you need them repeated or no? Okay, sounds good. 3 more left. For those tuning in, I want to introduce my good friend Cameron Mcintosh. He played baseball at Eastern High School from 2010 to 2014, star shortstop. He misses it like crazy. Mike used to play for the Boston Blue Jays, a minor league team that he created in his neighborhood. Really, really talented athletes. All right, Mike, as you're wrapping them up, I'm going to call down our finalist, Samuel Hartman. Samuel Hartman to the stands. Eric Evans to the stands. Hey, Eric, I'm going to need you as well. We're going to jump right into our final activity. I'm really excited. All right. Team Sharks, Team Minnows, this has been a bloodbath, to say the least. Really, really proud of both efforts that this collective group came up with. Hey, DJ Carrot, can I get the music down just a smidge? Music down. Perfect. You know what you're doing, baby. This is great. That's awesome, Carrot. All right, here we go. I'm going to read these answers out. I want you to go crazy when you guys get them right because it looks like all of these are right. Yep, they look great. All right. Question number 1. In a typical baseball game, how many baseballs are used throughout all 9 innings? The correct answer is 70 baseballs. Yes, 7-0. Great job, Jace. Okay, close enough. Close enough. There's some grace. I'll give you that. Question number 2. What country has the largest pro baseball league outside of America? It is not Korea. Japan. Great job. Yes! I love it. Team Minnow striking back. And number 3, a can of corn is an easy what in baseball? Answer is fly ball. Great job, Bat Hog. Star center fielder for the Oakland Athletics. Okay. Number 4, what is the oldest baseball park still in use today? Fenway. Great job. Yes. Number 5. Yeah! Number 5. What father and son were the first players to be teammates? Griffey's. Yep. Great job. Great job. Number 6. The San Francisco Giants have the most players in the Baseball Hall of Fame. Shout out, Giants. How many do they have? Correct answer is 24. They had 30. That has a little grace for that. You said 5. That's very wrong. All right. Number 7. What baseball legend retired after getting ALS? Correct answer is Lou Gehrig. Okay, great job. Well, not for ALS, but for getting that. Yeah, there we go. How many innings? Number 8. How many innings? Oh, wait, I missed that one. Sorry, I skipped a few around. Yeah, but I got rid of some. Here we go. Number 8. What was the last team A-Rod played for? If you said the Rangers, check yourself. It's the Yankees. There we go. There we go. Hey, the Minnows, they're getting the spirit points. I'll just say that. Number 9. Who is the greatest baseball player? I did say that. Known as the Great Bambino. Babe Ruth. Number 3 for the Yanks. All right, last 2. What baseball club has the world's most series wins? Correct answer, Yankees. Heard it. Great job. Great job. Last but not least, I have 2 more. Oh, my fault. I missed that one. Thanks. What baseball legend passed away this spring at 85? Hank Aaron. It was a tragedy. Personal hero of mine. He was a stud. It's a bummer. All right. Last but not least, what is the official gum of baseball? Big League Chew. Bonus answer, what's my personal favorite flavor? Dude, yes! Yes! Great! All right, how many did you get right? 11 out of 12. Great job. How many did you get? 11 out of 12. Oh, 10. But they got grape. All right. By default, the Sharks win because he's my roommate. Great job, everybody. So thankful for everyone's participation. And as we're wrapping this up, Billy, I need you back front and center for the hype. Eric, may I call you to stage? Sam? Ready? All right. The judges will deliberate, then we'll do this last activity. All right, so bring the judges back out. We're good.
Judges are on their way back out. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Our judges have decided on a winner. In the meantime, I would love to take this moment to thank you for being here and being great supporters and encouragers of our state's innovators and entrepreneurs. This event, as you know and as you heard, is only one of 6 events this year. And every company that pitches at 5 Across is hoping for the chance to win the 5 Across finals. So this May event is just this May event. We invite you on July 7th to attend the next event where we'll have another 5 pitches that will compete for another spot at the finals. So we hope that you'll join us there. Additionally, it's with a very heavy heart that I announce that we are losing an amazing team member on our team. His name is Peter Briggs. And if you've been to an Awesome Inc., look, you all got quiet because you thought I was saying someone was dying, but they're just quitting. They're just moving on to a new career event. So heavy heart still, though. Peter Briggs, for everybody tuning in virtually and here tonight, if you could just give a big round of applause to our amazing videographer, Peter Briggs. Man, I implore you to go to the Awesome Inc. YouTube page and just see some of the amazing videos that Peter Briggs has put together for us through his 7 years of being committed at Awesome Inc. We got him as an intern when he was 17 years old in high school, and just to give you too much information, he has more maturity than most of the executive staff at Awesome Inc. So Peter's going to do amazing, amazing things. He's headed to San Diego to work for a dream opportunity. And so we're so grateful for you, Peter. I hope you're crying wherever you are watching this video. We're so grateful for you. Well, there's Peter's beautiful face there on the screen, in case you wanted to know what he looked like after all that storytelling. Well, we have a crowd favorite as judged by you. Hey, buddy, this is why I need CCM Tribe right here. This is Wells. Everybody say hi. All right. So we have a crowd favorite as judged by you through the RADS voting app. Light drum roll, please. Your crowd favorite pitch is Influ. Your second place participating company, I'm going to put you down, buddy. Second place, a little bit louder drum roll, please. Give it up for Lock and Block. And finally, the winner of the May 26th 5 Across event here at the Lexington Legends Stadium. Make tons and tons and tons of noise for Josh Reed of Influ!
Till the morning we dream so long. Anybody ever wonder when they would see the sun up? Just remember when it come up, the show goes on. Alright, already the show goes on. Night till the morning we dream so long. Anybody ever wonder when they would see the sun up? Just remember when it come up, the show goes on. Have you ever had the feeling that you was being had?
Josh, stay down here for a second. And yes. All right. So, Josh, congratulations. You're the winner of the May event. You just won $500. But more importantly, come on, Judy, get down here. You're the better part of this team, anyways, right? So Josh won $500. More importantly, he will be competing against Mentor Vet in the 5 Across finals in December for a chance to win $5,000. Josh, I want to introduce you to Mo Sloan. Mo is one of our judges this evening, and he's got a bit of advice for you. And so he's going to let you know a little bit of why you won. And go ahead, Mo.
Okay. Thank you, Keith. Appreciate it. I was fortunate enough to be in your position about 2 years ago. It doesn't seem that long, but it has been. And so Keith and the 5 Across team put together Awesome Inc. put together a great event, and so you're very fortunate to be the winner in this. One of the reasons that I think that we chose your company is just the traction that you had. You showed a lot of traction. Your revenue model, your business model was pretty far along, and I think we were just impressed by the capabilities of your system, as well as like I said, the traction was a very big part of that. And plus, to be honest, I could use you for my business. So I'm going to talk to you after this. But I mean, we just thought your product was well polished. In regards to some of the other competitors, keep on growing and building your company. It's not a sprint; it's a marathon. You hear that a lot, but it's nothing's more truer than in entrepreneurship and startups. So just don't give up and keep moving forward.
All right. How about a word from the winner?
Thank you. Everyone can hear me clearly? Yes. Okay. First and foremost, thank you to 5 Across. Appreciate the opportunity to present and be a part of this amazing event, which I think is also an amazing pillar for entrepreneurs and founders like myself. And I want to say thank you to the audience for the participation, coming out on a day where, give yourselves a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, because you could have easily stayed home, but you chose to be here with us, so we appreciate that. And thank you to the judges. I really appreciate just the feedback. I appreciate the questions. I thought it was going to get a little more tense than that, but I do appreciate it. I was prepared, but thank you so much. And I want to say thank you to my CMO, Miss Judy Kincaid. And I want to say thank you to Kevin Nelson. Please give them a hand as well. Kevin is not here. And the reason why I want to say thank you to my team, because we started right before the pandemic, right? And my team could have easily left and went somewhere else to another company that was more stable, but they believed in the vision and they stuck with me. And from that point forward, we've been blazing the trail. We've been overcoming we exceeded every milestone and overcame every single obstacle because my team stayed with me. And it also was an opportunity for us as a startup company to show that we had grit. We dug deep, we brought more value to our customers, and because of my team, we figured out ways to not just stay afloat, but to get to where we are today. And we're halfway to closing $500,000 in our pre-seed round, which we're on track to close by the end of next week. And if it wasn't for my team, we would not be in this position today. Thank you.
Amazing, Josh, and you're an inspiration, man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for being here. We are grateful for you being here, and in fact, we're going to incentivize you a little bit for being here as well. So from now on, every Friday after 5 Across, we invite you, the attendees, to come and work from Awesome Inc. for free, and we're going to make a little special thing of it where we're going to grill lunch and have a happy hour at 4 p.m. So if you don't have plans on Friday afternoon, please hang out with us. We're going to party hard at Awesome Inc., get some good work done, and celebrate with a drink at 4 p.m. Our next event is Wednesday, July 7th. It is a Lexington Entrepreneurship Day themed event, so make sure that's on your calendar. And you can learn a little bit more about tonight's event by checking out a few great podcasts. Check out the Awesome Inc. podcast as well as the Middle Tech podcast. And as always, my final charge to you is please find a way to be a customer of one of the startups that you saw tonight. And if you're not willing to be a customer, you better connect them to 5 or 10 customers. Is that clear? All right. Thanks for being here. Enjoy. Trickle out slowly. Hang around. Talk to people. That would make us very happy. See you next time.
Yes, I did. So I packed it up and brought it back to the crib. Just a little something, show you how we live. Everybody want it, but it ain't that serious. That's that. So if you gon' do it just like this. Did you realize that you are a champion? You don't see just how wild the crowd is. You don't see just how fly my style is. I don't see why I need a stylist when I shop so much I can speak Italian. I don't know, I just want it better for my kids. And I ain't saying we was from the projects, but every time I wanna lay away or deposit, my dad'd say when you see clothes, close your eyelids. We was sorta like Will Smith and his son. In the movie, I ain't talking about the rich ones, cause every summer he'd get some brand new hairbrain scheme to get rich from.